All right, the second deck of the day today that we're going to be doing is the new Altaria. There's always diamonds in the rough. You're very right. You're very right. You're very right. So Altaria EX is the new card, and this card says once during your turn you may heal 20 damage from each of your Pokemon, and during your opponent's next turn prevent all effects of attacks used by your opponent's Pokemon done to this Pokemon. So that's very specific templating here, but one of the important things to realize here is that this stops Mimikyu. It doesn't beat Mimikyu, because Mimikyu also doesn't take any damage from this, but Mimikyu can't do damage back to it. So that's important. In a similar way, if we had a Jirachi in here, which we do, Mimikyu can't do damage with Jirachi around. So this stuff's Mimikyu, this is how we're going to do damage. I'm talking about Mimikyu a lot here because if I recall correctly, last time we played this deck, Mimikyu was the problem. For the most part, though, Goodra VStar is disgustingly strong and really hard to get through, and it happens to be the same colors as Altaria, and it does this thing where it takes less damage, and then if the damage you take, you heal, start to see why I think it's gonna be pretty good. So that's on. Let's switch up here and actually put on a different playlist. All right, sorry about that. So that's the deck. Let's see if we can make it work. I'm confident. This deck was good before the new card, and it got a new card that slots in perfectly, so I'm confident it's going to be a solid deck. What we cut for it was the other Altaria, the one that had Magical Echo as the attack, and the reason I chose to cut that one is that the point of that one was to take Sailor Scouts with matching jackets. Oh, love it. The other Altaria, the point was to take the damage that Goodra slowly does build up and put it on somebody else. But this point now is that we're just not going to have that damage because we're going to be healing slowly. Hopefully. We'll see how often that comes up. Zenith, what's up, my friend? How's it going? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, we typically are going to want to go first in this deck just because we are evolving things, but, you know, don't always get the chance to do that. Charizard. Okay, Jacques and Charmeleon. So they're trying to evolve the old-fashioned way. Imagine they also probably have some rare candies, but we can expect Charmeleons from them as well. Oh, also, y'all, other big exciting news. We are only 15 followers away from 400, which is wild considering how recent 300 was. We're gonna make it, chat. We're gonna get there. And they're going first. That's brutal. That means the Charmeleon or Charizard's gonna come down next turn. Hi, yikes. So cute! Okay, well, we're not gonna not play a supporter. Okay, it's pretty solid. Pretty solid. This is a tough call. I think we're supposed to just let it ride here. Next turn, if they don't knock us out, which there's a good chance they're going to, but if they don't, we can use this Altaria and this Skwovet to get us a Professor's Research and try again. They did, they had it, it's just unfortunate. That's just how it goes, y'all. And now we're dead, because this is, I considered switching in the Skwovet to prevent this. Well, Milky Way, if you stream, we'll give you shoutouts here every time you're here, I promise. Y'all, and anybody else here who's a regular who streams, that applies to you as well. Just tell me you want a shout out, say, just DM me, be like, yo, could you shout me out when you see me? And I'll do it. Because y'all deserve it. Okay, we have one Hail Mary play here. Well, that's a pretty solid draw. Let's put this here. Stash it! Stash it! Professor's Research. Come on, Professor's Research. That's not gonna do it, and we're actually gonna concede. Yay, Charizard, right? Yay! We're just helping people get their dailies, you know what I mean? That's what we're here for. Alright, let's try this again. See, if we had gone first last game, it would have been a different game. It just comes down to that sometimes, right? Who gets to evolve first? It's not time for the Christmas coin yet, opponent. Where's your Thanksgiving coin? Is there a turkey Pokemon? Somebody back me up here. I don't think there's a turkey Pokemon. Huh. Well, now I want one. I'm gonna catch a wild turkey Pokemon and name it Jack Daniels. That's just funny. Going second again. Bummer. I totally get it, Milky Way. I totally get it. I won't shout out your cult, though. I'm sorry. I'm assuming this is for a Chine Pal. It's a Bidoof. Okay, they probably have a Bibarel in hand, then. Or they just had a bunch of water energy, and we're not feeling that. See that, too. Avery. Okay, those are good draws. Those are very good draws, actually. No turkey Pokemon. What the heck is Thanksgiving? You know, that's fair. Milky Way, I appreciate when you tell me that you are not from the States. I guess that's it. Yeah, that's it for now. Thanksgiving is a holiday in the USA where we, Booski, Fox McCloud, thank you for the 20 months. Dang. Oh, I appreciate that, Booski. Thank you so much for the support, my friend. Means the world to me. So, Thanksgiving it's one of those holidays where it's like, the meaning of it's kind of hazy. So originally when oh god, this is so what I learned in school, so very probably wrong and possibly offensive, and I apologize if that's the case. What we were taught in school was that the Pilgrims came to America and almost starved, and the indigenous people gave them food. And so they had the first Thanksgiving, and they came together as people. It exists? That's fair. Yeah, Thanksgiving's November. Yep, we're old. Yeah, I know, right, Booski? Mm-hmm. Okay, so they ditched. I haven't been paying attention. I should do that more. Okay, there's the Chine Pal. And they do have the Bibarel, so that makes sense. We called that one, right? Okay, do they have the evolution here? Without the evolution, this isn't as scary as it could be. I'm assuming they're grabbing a skate park here, or... Oh, they might be grabbing Lake Cutie. Lake Cutie's better than skate park, usually. Lake Cutie also helps us, though. Turkey Day, exactly. Turkey Day. Thanksgiving's one of my favorite holidays because you're not expected to buy things for people. It's just have fun and get together kind of thing, you know what I mean? Okay, so we're going to put this here. We're going to use this Earthen Vessel on this boss's orders. And we're just going to grab one energy here. And the reason is we're going to put this steel energy up on Goodra. And we're going to Ultra Ball these two things away for a Skwovet. Okay, y'all with me so far, right? Everybody keep up. Gonna tempting tune us up. I actually did this wrong, which is a shame. It doesn't matter, we took most of our turn. It's just we can't also play that because I don't have a card to ditch the Skwovet. So Skwovet cannot Nest Stash unless you have a card in hand. Stretchy Pants Day, yep. That's Black Friday. Fair, fair. Yep, Christmas decorations wouldn't make more sense. It would. That's why Thanksgiving's my favorite one, Milky Way, is because it's really hard to monetize that unless you specifically make food. Yeah, okay, paper plates and stuff for that, but it's not like a gift-giving holiday, so there's not as much incentive to monetize it. And that's why they keep edging Thanksgiving back. Okay. So Chine Pal means that I think they can knock us out here, which is really unfortunate. We were very close. Yeah, the skater park means they get to keep those energies, and Chine Pal's gonna get 2 more, and then they already have the Baxcalibur, and they can do enough to knock out Goodra. We were really close, y'all. It does also mark the white fudge Oreos. It does. And if y'all haven't had the white fudge Oreos, do yourself a favor. Okay. Okay. Let's back up here. If you haven't had the white fudge Oreos, I pity you. That's what that face was. Okay. Now, picture an Oreo, right? Coated with white fudge. And here's the important part. Because of the way that physics works, when they coat the Oreo, there's always one little hole in the fudge where it doesn't cover completely. And you take the Oreo and you dip it in milk with the little hole up, right? And you hold it there under the milk, and all the milk, some of the milk goes into the little hole. You can see the bubbles come out. And then when you bite into the Oreo, I'm just going to concede here because we lost and I'm talking. When you bite into the Oreo, the milk is held in there. It's like the perfect milk and cookie thing, y'all. I'm not even kidding. It's worth, asterisk kind of, worth all the calories. Oh, do yourselves a favor. Try it. That's if you like milk and cookies. And if you don't like milk and cookies, well... Alright, this is the one. This is the one. I feel it. Bless this game. Arven Jesus, bless this game. This is the one. See? See? We get to go first. We're gonna have a great starting hand. We're not gonna mulligan. We're gonna have a great starting hand. We're gonna mulligan once. Just the once. Nom nom. The cookie's so sad. It's getting 8. Okay. I mean, one mulligan's better than it could have been. Let's put out Swablu here. I should have put out a different one. We're going first, so it doesn't matter. We can't evolve anyways. So, sad. Cramorants, huh? Cramorants, huh? Okay, so we're gonna put on Swablu because we could use the Altaria, right? That is a thing that could happen in theory. Enjoy your lurk, darling. God, y'all, my back is acting up. It's not a good sign. Like milk and cookies. There's a certain word that will describe you in a moment. It's sort of banner. I don't get that. I don't know what the word is. Is it an inappropriate word? I'm hungry for cookies. You're welcome. Nah. They're not even out yet. They're not even out yet. Oh, banned. Gotcha. Gotcha. I was like, banner. Hammer? Tanner? Tanner? Okay. Sure. Manaphy's not really gonna stop them here. The only thing that... Manaphy stops Greninja, which they probably also play, but mostly Jirachi stops Lost Zone stuff, because Jirachi stops Sableye, and Sableye is their big finisher. Okay, so they're gonna do this to pull Skwovet for some reason. It's fine. Now, if we rip a Steel Energy, what we're gonna do is we're going to, put the Steel Energy on the Skwovet and evolve the Swablu that way. Because we have evolution here. Okay. Let's use Ryme first, just to see. Okay. Got our Goodra VStar. Because we have a Skwovet for now, the Skwovet's probably gonna die though, right? Let's see here. How many do they have? They have 3 and the Comfy's up front. Skwovet's gonna die. We're gonna hedge our bets for this Altaria and not try to do the other one. Because now this one's ready to respond. If they knock out our Skwovet here, we could put Altaria up front and then put 1 water energy from the Earthen Vessel and do it that way. Kind of depends if they go for the Skwovet or not. Y'all, I just had a really good idea for a deck. Ooh, I'm gonna write that down. And I'm not gonna tell y'all because y'all will steal my idea. Ha 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 ha. Oh, not that one. Oh no, the other Giratina. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, as foreseen. So if they try to use Star Requiem, which they can't use Star Requiem, they're not even close to that, but it wouldn't work. Ha ha ha. Fun fact. Now, while they're trying to get through Altaria, we can start building Goodra up. $280 is going to be tough to get through, though. Like, 280 is a lot of damage, and that would kill us. If they do this, that's like their whole turn, though. Okay, so that's going to be 3 more into the Lost Zone. Or 2 more into the Lost Zone, so that's 8. That's a shame. I was kind of hoping they would try and start Requiem us here, but they're not going to. Okay, they might, actually. They might try. Nah, they got us. Unfortunate, just a little slow. A little slow on our part. We're gonna feed a Manaphy just because we need a second here to build up Goodra. I don't think it's gonna matter. I think we lost already. But it's better than not doing it, right? Yeah. I guess for a retreat cost? Yeah, and then they can retreat the Cramorant. Very well played, opponent. Very well played. We're gonna tap out here, y'all. We lose. Yeah, it's just been getting savaged over here. Now, to be fair, it's been Charizards and lost boxes, so we're not too upset, but winning would be nice too. Did we level up? Yeah, we did! Alright, we're the real winners. Woo! Level 9. Free stuff! I think this is going to be some credits too, which we need. Coins. The 4th golden rod. And some credits, alright. Let's just hit the collect all button and see what we got. Anything shiny? Why would... Oh my god, it's like serving you things that look like it. That's terrifying. That's terrifying on a very deep level, y'all. Alright. Not okay with that. Alright, let's try again. Let's try this again. Okay, to go first. First step. That's a good step. Opponent, please don't Charizard me again. Okay, starting with Goodra is good. That's good. Nice and gooey. I was specific with my request. We're still gonna give him the 1 that we give everybody. It's tempting to try and get a Skwovet here. No, it's not. There's no Skwovets here. The Skwovet is in my prize cards. I think both of them are. Fine. What set was that card from? This card? Or which card? Which card are we asking about, Xena? Oh, the Vanillish, the full art one? That's from the new set. Raihan's interesting, because they're pretty far from us knocking anything out. Why would they pick Raihan? Yeah, the Vanillish is from the new set. Very interesting that they would go for the Raihan. Maybe because they're trying to hedge their bets against us going after this Growlithe here. It's not really what we're going to do, though. Okay. Okay. This does mean we can't attack, but they're not attacking us either. They're trying to set up an Arcanine, which we don't want to be... If we can't knock out the Growlithe, we don't want to be doing anything to it, because if we just give it a bunch of damage, Arcanine's going to hit us harder. So we're going to take this as an opportunity to set ourselves up here. Our opponent's definitely ahead on cards, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're winning. Probably. But not necessarily. Okay, okay. Going after the other Goodra. Okay. I was gonna use Arven to get an Ultra Ball so that we could get the other Altaria going and actually have some card draw to it. As it stands, we're gonna be using Arven for a switch here. Okay. That, just in case we need it later. The cars are stupid billboards and HEV. That's fair. That's fair. Really recommend someone play Altaria CRZ-GG. Nice. What's up, Zach, man? Ironic and skilled, you know what I mean? It's skillful. They don't hit our bench, so their stuff doesn't do damage with damage counters based off of attacks. Charizard and Arcanine, so we'll ditch the Jirachi here. Again, this Swablu is our other Altaria, and this Goodra's our backup plan. So I guess we have a lot of backup plans now. Y'all weigh in on this, because so me and Chib saw a car the other day while we were driving that was a it was just a normal car, and it had a weird little like billboard about like just like an advertisement, right? Like a LCD, like high quality, like about that big, like a couple feet across billboard, and it was like a Coke advertisement, right? Would y'all drive with one of those if it covered your car payment? Like, if it was enough money that it covered the car payment, would you be a walking advertisement? Okay, so now we're going to grab an Ultra Ball and another evolution to ditch here. What's up, Green Biker guy? Ditch both of those because we don't need them anymore. Let's go grab our Altaria that gets us whatever we want it to get us. I like Judge here. I like Judge here. There's a lot of cards there, not a lot of cards here. No sausages, that's sad. You would, Zenith? Okay. Trading pride for money, net gain for me. Alright, Milky Way, alright, respect it. I would too, right? Like, it's like, if it's gonna... The thing is, I bet there's a rule about how often you have to drive, right? If they're paying you to advertise, they're gonna want you to be advertising, not like park it in your car, or park it in your garage and never show it again. Maybe they give you some free Coke Zeros. I don't know. Them able to use the Raihan to power up the Charmander that we didn't know they had, and also get a Charizard ready to go is kind of nasty. This is going to be a tough one for us to get through here. Now, if they use this Bright Flame and try to do like a bunch of damage, it's actually not going to do that much damage, so... I mean, it did something, but not a whole lot. Okay, so... let's do this here. Before I forget, let's humming heal. We don't need to hit an energy this turn, and I really want to get rid of this Magma Basin, so we're going to do that first. Probably not going to need this other Altaria. And now we're going to give them a brand new hand with whatever Raihan gave them getting shuffled away. Okay, let's get us a Professor's Research for next turn. We can gas back up. Probably don't need to play the other Goodra out. I really do want to hit a Skwovet there if we can. So if we did 200, it would have 230, and would do 260. Minus 100 would do 160, which is enough to knock us out, so we're going to go ahead and do this first, and then we're going to hit it. Now there's a chance they can't evolve this turn. There's a chance. I appreciate that, babe. Charcadet. Okay, so they're probably playing the new Armor Rogue EX too, probably. They have a lot of different evolution lines in their deck. Charizards, Arcanine, and Armor Rogues. It's some cool stuff, don't get me wrong. Play with the cards that you like, the card sub-check. But that's a lot to try and evolve, right? That kind of muddies things up a little bit here. Okay, so we're still gonna be taking, what, 250? Well, luckily we're not scared, are we, chat? We have 260 HP. Right? We're not scared. Probably should have fed him a Manaphy. We're not scared. Math! It's just what I wanted! The reason we're ditching the water energy is there's more steel showing, so we're more likely to hit another water energy than we are to hit a steel energy. That's literally it. That's the reason. Okay. Well, I say that and then I hit another steel energy. I hit 2 steel energies. 3 steel energies. I can count. Okay, let's use this while we can. Try and lower our damage a little bit here. We're doing this to put a second boss's orders on top of the deck. This is in case they make us shuffle our hand away. I realize it doesn't probably work that way, but my reasoning being this Luminion's going to be our way out if they evolve the Charizard. If they evolve the Charizard, though, the Goodra's going to die because we've taken so many prize cards. So, belay that, we have other plans we have to make. That's a water energy that we needed, though. That's a good one. That's a good draw. Them putting this out front means they probably have it. Get to draw a couple cards. Mella's solid in their deck. Playing with some fun stuff. Rats! How's it going, my friend? Welcome back. Oh, hey, cool, we win. Woo! Never any doubt in our mind. That was a really, really clutch judge when we needed it. Like, we set ourselves up to have it, but we're impressive. I'll be taking the game, opponent. The whole one. The whole thing. Hey, look, my Skwovet. I forgot we went down to 1 Skwovet. We didn't end up needing it, so it's fine. We won a game with a perfect 1,000 damage against an even more perfect 420 damage, though. Somehow we still lost. Kind of crazy. Crystal, you're here to start it. Nice! Hey, that's a good thing. Progress is a good thing. Steps forward, steps in any direction are a good thing. Steps backwards just means you have ground to retrace forward. But steps forward is even better, because then you don't have to retrace anything. Thank you, thank you. Oh, thank you, Zeta. I would love to go first. I want that. I want that for us. I would also love to have a basic. Let's go. All right. The rest of the hand's not that great, but we have our basic, and it's a good basic to have. Maybe they'll shuffle our hand away. Maybe they'll be like, oh gosh, we gotta Iono them. Their hand's probably so good. It's not. Okay, okay. Ryme's actually a solid one, because if we don't end up bosses ordering next turn, we can still bust a Ryme. Sorry. That joke might go over the head of some of you youngsters out there. Busta Rhymes was a rapper when I was in high school. I used to listen to him. Started playing ranked for the first time in 17-1. Nice! Dude, you should be excited. Don't like knock yourself down when you're happy about something. Don't. They're where they need to be, and you're where you need to be. Be excited. Be excited. Okay, this is terrifying. That being said, we're gonna end this little problem. We're gonna nip it in the bud. How are you gonna nip it in the bud, Wiggles? Well, Giovanni. No. No! I like that it makes it go to the bench before it knocks it out. Would rather not have to do this to get our Goodra going here, but we might. This was an interesting decision because now it's very thick. Like, it has a much higher retreat cost. We're still fighting against the current here, trying to take these Charmanders out before they're a problem. Why prioritize the Charmander than the Bidoof? So one of my, the most important things I learned when I was playing card games is go for the one that's going to beat you. Bibarel is scary, and in some decks, Bibarel's more scary than, like, what they're doing, but Charizard beats us. Yeah, we can kill a Charmander, we can't kill a Charizard. We can, it's just going to be a lot harder if we do. So that's why. Let's do this. Hope for a Goodra VStar, which we got. We also got a Swablu, which is great. We can Jirachi, which is fine. Play these things out here. And now we can take out the Bibarel. So, but yeah, so whenever you get a chance to discard a specific card or pick a Pokemon that you're going to do damage to, go for what's going to kill you. Go for what's going to beat you, not what's going to make it easier for them to beat you, if that makes sense. Like, if they had the Radiant Charizard and a Bidoof and a Pidgey, I would have gone for the Bidoof, because more likely that they get a Bibarel than that they get a Pidgeot, right? So hopefully that helps. Okay, they had it. It might be too late. We're pretty set up here. Okay. Second Goodra is going to be more likely to win us this game than the Altaria is. Let's go grab another Swablu here. Both Charmander are... Yes, the difference between the two is that doing a little bit of damage to a Charmander is fine. You don't want to do damage to Growlithe unless you're going to knock it out. But other than that, yes, they're the exact same. This is actually not the worst thing in the world. Obviously, we don't want 5 energies, but at least they're 5 energies that we can use. Okay, I'm going to take this out. Hey, look, more energies. What's up, Zach Man? Zach Man. One of my cousins is named Zach. We look really similar. People used to say we were twins. I'm taller than him, though. By, like, that much. It counts, though. Okay, so straight into the damage. Now, that was a lot of damage, and ow, but not the end of the world. So let's Arven for an Ultra Ball here. Getting the other Altaria is not going to make this this one survive, and I'd rather have my choice of prize cards. So let's do that. Or my choice of supporter cards. And we can use Moisture Star this turn to undo the damage that they did. This game's pretty much over. And let's finally grab a Judge in case that comes up. This Judge is such a good card. Judge is such a good card. I'm imagining this is going to be an Ultra Ball for the Arcanine. Give us make the last thing we have to deal with very, very big. However, it's not, and we actually don't. Okay, so they're going to make us switch out so they can knock something out here. Unless they ditch that escape rope. Okay, so probably is still an Arcanine. Hopefully they ditch the escape rope. If they don't, we're just a little bummed out, but it's fine. Okay, they didn't ditch the escape rope. Bummer. But we have things to feed them. They don't have enough energy for this, so if they do the escape rope play, then they don't get to knock us out either? Okay, yeah, they didn't escape rope here. I'm not surprised about that. That gives them a lot of help, and we don't really want to do that. I think we're just going to hold off here, which is bad. This deck doesn't want to not play a supporter every turn, but we don't really need them to have more cards. We don't need more cards of our own. We don't have a Skwovet to, like, make us draw the card immediately, and we want this boss's orders. That was the other reason. If we had a Skwovet, we might have gone ahead and pulled the trigger on that so that we could have different cards and then could get the boss's orders if we need it. But this boss's orders is our way to not die. This is going to do a lot of damage, and then it's going to get knocked out. And this is so expensive. I guess they could escape rope at this point to get the Arcanine up front. That wouldn't be the worst play, actually. It's kind of their only way to not die this turn. They don't know we have this boss's orders. So. Giant Pow deck is one. Nice! That's a fun deck. Giant Pow deck has a lot of fun actions to take, too. Okay, so they're just going to switch so they can knock us out here. That's fair. It's not going to knock us out here, though, because we take 80 less damage. They're in a tough spot here. This game's over, right? They're just... I respect them for not giving up. I do. I would have given up. I'm a quitter. Now this deck's finally getting some good games, and this first ones were rough. And it wasn't really our fault. It was just like bad luck. Bad luck. Woo! GG, opponent. Let's go back in. I'm trying to think, what new cards are people putting in Shine Pow? Is there anything that got printed that's really, really helpful for it? I guess the Energy Vessel is. Turn that and another card into an energy. Anything else spring to mind for y'all? I haven't touched Shine Pow in a while. I don't know what was before that. That's fair. Totally fair, my friend. Totally fair. I took a very, very long, like, multiple decades break from Pokemon, so people will talk about stuff that I have no idea what it is all the time. So don't feel bad. Iron Hands, really? I guess it only needs one energy, one electric energy. I can see that. Okay, we haven't been against a United Wings deck in a long time. That's not a United Wings card, though. A brew! Great, glorious day, y'all. We're up against a brew. Let's go. Let's go. Why are its legs golf clubs? I know they're actually feet, but tell me those don't look like golf clubs, right? Hey, that's just rude. At least it's pretty. Alright, it's pretty. We'll give them that. They got something pretty. Okay, another Flamigo? Sure. Okay. We need to get our, Manaphy stat, or this Skwovet's about to die. Welcome back! Okay, Charizard again. This is the not free retreat Cyclizar. Okay. Okay. This is tempting. It's really, really, really tempting to just use boss's orders and go for this Trimatter. If they didn't have a second one, I would. But they do, so I think we're gonna professor's research here instead. Okay, that was a good call. I'm glad we did that. We're gonna Nest Ball for a second Swablu here. Actually, we're gonna Nest Ball for a Manaphy here so they can't touch our bench. Ha 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 ha. Let's get rid of that. We could evolve this, but I don't think we're supposed to. The reason being that if we hit this with the Slip and Trip, it's going to take 60 damage, and they have to switch it to the back, so they don't have anything that has a free retreat. We would probably have evolved it if this was the free retreat Cyclizar, but it's not. So, worst case scenario, they put an energy on this, retreat it, and hit us for 20. With the current board state. Arven's a little scary. Arven's probably going to be a Charizard. Yeah. Do they have the other one? Maybe they don't have the other one, but the other piece in hand. Or maybe it's like an Ultra Ball and now they can't do it. Maybe. Here's hoping. How daring, aren't we? Did I get the new deck? I didn't yet. Thank you for the reminder on that one, though. I'm gonna have to scroll a bit here to go get that one. Can you repost that one, PokeDark? Sorry, 1 second here. Okay, so, opponent messed up because they got a piece of the puzzle before they were ready to solve the puzzle. So we're going to punish that. We're giving them 4 cards. There's a good chance we're giving them what they also want as well, but maybe not. Kind of the maybe not's the best we got right now. Okay, let's do this, and let's grab a boss's orders. Just to have it. George just started trying to think, you know, fair point, right? They're just there to also be able to win. That's the secret tech. Play Charizard and you can win with your brews. Ha ha ha! Appreciate that. Alright, I'm gonna copy it this time. Boom. Appreciate you, PokeDark. Okay. We're gonna keep our Manaphy for sure. I think we ditched the Skwovet here. It's tempting to keep it because we have Altaria and Skwovet. Maybe I should have ditched the Goodra because we could easily Nest Ball another Goodra. But that seems smarter. Victini EX, okay. This Pokemon's bad. In my opinion. In my opinion. I've been wrong a lot of times. It's up to like 12 now. So, I have to count on my toes. And not just about Pokemon, I mean in general. Good luck with your homework! Okay, so they get to hit us for 60, and if they're going to try and hit anything else for 60, it's just not going to work. And they don't actually get to hit us for 60 because we used Rolling Iron, so nah. Yeah. That's what I figured. The pain was going to continue there. Drinks the monster and did not sleep. Graphic design? Oh, that's awesome, though. That's cool. Gonna make art. Make stuff. Making things out of nothing is magic. Like, that is a form of magic. It's a very legal and accepted form of magic. And it's real. But I can't do it. I mean, I can try. It just doesn't look like anything. A blessing, a curse? That's fair. Like most things in life. It's on us to find the blessing part, right? Alright. You forgot to use the code. You got it, Sheep. Sheep, this is going to be the second to last. We're only going to play one more after this, so do you want to refund that, or do you want to go forward with that for the last game? So, yeah, we're approaching the end here. Up to you. Sorry, it's still a Monday. I got other stuff I gotta do. Including making decks. Go for it. Alright. Ooh, turkey sliders, please. Turkey sliders, yeah. And we're gonna have turkey later, so if we have turkey now, it'll be the furthest time away. Okay, this Mimikyu is a little terrifying. We actually do struggle against this a little bit. Just a little bit. Let's go ahead and grab probably a second Swablu. Our other Altaria is our only way to deal with this, and we definitely want both Altarias, so... Design is with passion. Milky Way. Okay. That was a lot of psychic energy. Pat to the peak. We hates it. Yeah, they're gonna try and lock us out here. And it might work. Our deck isn't really designed to handle this. It's got answers, but we're not really designed to handle this. Yeah, just good old-fashioned Alakazam deck. So, now one funny thing that the opponent is not expecting, this gets to prevent damage done. It doesn't get to prevent the effects, so we get to force it to the back. That's kind of it, though. And if they can't really de-evolve us here because nothing's evolved, but okay. Decisions have been made. Actions have been taken. Okay, we're not gonna put the other one down. We need to have the other Altaria. So let's go ahead and ditch that. I'm just gonna grab one energy because we don't want to ditch the other one. We're already gonna have to ditch the Earthen Vessel, which is sad. We didn't hit our Temple of Sinnoh, which is a bummer. We did hit the Lost Vacuum. We're going to wait because we don't need to do this yet. But we have a way to if we want to. So that's something. Grab Swablu. Or Skwovet. Put another Goodra down. And again, we're going to be making this thing go to the back. Yeah, okay, we don't get to do any damage, but we do get to force it to the back. Yeah, see, they still have to choose a new active Pokemon. They chose the Abra. That's bold. There is bread. The bread is on top of one of the... We just started the bread. Yeah, I know we have bread in there, love, somewhere. Just realizing you can search de-evolution. Yeah, de-evolution's really powerful. Pokédark will get you that coin for the last game, too. Same thing I said to Sheep, though. We're only going to be playing one more after this, Pokédark, so I'm not sure if you want to use your... If you want to retrieve... We're going to keep the coin until someone redeems a new one. Okay, so now, let's see. I don't have any energy, so it doesn't really matter what we pick here. We can do that one. Evolve it. Yeah, just take it out. The reason we want to take this out, the Abra, the Alakazam is the only thing that can hide behind Mimikyu. Everything else, Mimikyu, like everything else, if it wants to attack us, it has to attack us. Mimikyu obviously can attack us as well, but we're about to take care of this Path to the Peak and then we can handle it on our own. At least a little bit. We can start healing a little bit. We just need a boss's orders and we should be okay here. Tough call here. Very tough call here. Let's build up this other Altaria. If we had this one, if we had the free retreat one, we would, because it could, again, kind of counter Mimikyu. As it is, this one also kind of counters Mimikyu a little bit. I'm going to play any of these things. So let's just try to Skwovet here and see what we get. These cards don't really matter. That's not bad. It's just a little too late. We're going to keep doing this while we can, because even if we can't do damage, it prevents us from taking as much damage. It doesn't prevent Mimikyu, because Mimikyu just puts counters on, but it does prevent a little something. And I think we're going to win the slow burn here, because we have Skwovet and we're going to have the other Altaria. I think we win the slow burn. Also, Goodra can just heal itself. Second Ultra Ball is not what we were looking for here. Because of that, I think we should probably Nest Stash here. I might regret this, but we're like 3 card draws away from never mind. Glad we did what we did when we did it. Second Mimikyu is brutal. I'm curious if they retreat or not. I could see them just retreating this this coughing bro or whatever Coughatron, that's what we were calling it. They don't. Okay. They do get to kill this Swablu, which is really sad. Yeah, they're gonna do it too. I may have made a slight misplay. We still have more Swablus, so we should be okay, and we're gonna get some prize cards, which is nice. But slight miscalculation. You see it now? Okay, sweet. Glad you found it. That's a good one, too. Trading a Swablu for a Coughatron seems like a pretty good... Now, okay. Well, they actually had one of whatever they wanted, so I'm not really sure why they gave up there. But, alright. Okay, so we've got a new coin and a new card box. So, Sheep, let's do the box first, because you requested first. Let's get the new card box here. All right, Sheep, we're going to scroll slow. You tell me if you see one you like. We can afford lots of stuff, so anything you want. Use the code? Sure. Is that the one you want? Gigantamax Pikachu. Do you want us to use that coin? Cookie Dart? Yeah, let me go grab that code real quick, y'all. Sorry for the delay here. 1 second. Woo! Yep. You want the coin. You got it, buddy. Oh, that's cool. That's pretty sweet. He's so mad. Is there a coin? I thought it... Did that come with a coin? Let's see. I don't think that came with a coin. So you get to pick a different one, or you can have a refund. It's up to you. Tyranitar. All right, well, that's the one we're already using. So can we get a... if one of the mods can, could you refund that, please? But anyways, back into it. I'm going to start the giveaway for the last game with this deck. Pointing at things. This is how I dance, too. Exclamation point ticket if y'all would like a chance to win a pack. Gonna pull it after this game, unless it's a short game, then we'll pull it after the next game. QQQ423. Welcome, 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 423. Yay! This deck really needs to go first. We struggle when we go second because Goodra has that 3 energy thing going on. When we go first, it's great. Is it a Charizard? This is not. This is Golden Go. I'm curious how we'll do against Golden Go. Golden Go's probably going to counter us pretty decently just because our whole thing is that we take reduced damage and Golden Go has a near infinite amount of damage. So we're probably going to lose. Full disclosure. But we're going to try our darndest. Can I have a Nest Ball or a Skwovet? Or a Swablu, sorry. I cannot. Okay, so we're gonna ditch the Ryme and the Water Energy for a Swablu. We need a Swablu because we have the other Altaria in hand. It's too convenient to not have that when we are already setting up for it. That's the reason. Man, that Tentacruel, we really need, or Toadscruel? Yeah, that's the one. We really need to make a deck with that now because so many people are doing stuff where they pull out of the bin. Just to turn that off would be so funny. Okay, so Scissor's actually a little scary for us because everything we play has an ability. Like, literally everything. Not the, okay, not literally everything, because not these two, but the things they evolve into. Opponent is setting up for something. The baby Toadscruel, the one that says you can't, opponents can't put cards into their, or from their discard pile into their deck or hand with abilities and items, I think. The stuff that's designed to prevent the energy retrievals from working, basically. Tails first, please. Tails second, please. Thank you. Appreciate you. Probably work on that for the next stream. Sounds fun. That's a pretty good pull. Let's grab this. So, what we do get to do here is the thing. We're gonna grab ourselves a Judge is so good here. Oh my goodness. Oh, they're gonna hate it because they just did a lot to try and fill their hand up. Oh, this is good. This is good. It's hand? Okay. Yeah, well, that still stops the energy retrieval. It's funnier to watch it. Stops the energy retrievals and things like that. Okay. Go ahead and Pal Pad those two back in. And we can make them switch this one to the back. Love it. Judge is so good. Honestly, we should probably be playing with more Judges and less Rymes. Ryme is a little too unpredictable. By the time you get to use Ryme in this deck, they have more than just one other Pokemon, so it's not much of a make them retreat kind of thing. Them having a worker is a little brutal, but again, we got through a lot of their filtering effects, which is kind of the best we could hope for. It also stops Pokestop from working. Really? How does it stop Pokestop? I thought Pokestop's not a... It is a trainer card, but it's not putting things from the discard pile. Is it? Huh. Wild. There is a very small window where they could destroy us right here. They just need 4 energies, and they can. And they might have it because their deck is mostly energy. Hopefully not. Everybody clench! Whew! That was a lot of their investment here, and we're gonna undo that really fast. Okay, so let's put this here. We're gonna get our professor's research. Let's do this before I forget. Oh no, we needed an energy. Oh, okay. Woo! Woo! Deck, don't scare me like that, please. Alright, let's ditch the Arven, because we play with more Arvens. And we have Altaria if we need an Arven. That was terrifying. Actually terrifying. Goodra, play Manaphy just to have it. Let's put the steel energy here. Okay. Now we should be okay. Oh, I didn't realize that's how that was templated, Milky Way. That's good to know. That card's even meaner than I thought it was. Ooh. So now they would need to have 6 energies in a 4-card hand. They do get to draw 2 cards, but they need to have 6 of them be energies. And it actually doesn't work because we take 80 less damage. So they need 8 energies. Probably not going to happen. Okay, they might get the energies now. Oh, they're just going to try and evolve the other ones. Okay. Okay, well now we're going to judge them again. Because they're setting up to have all those cards again, and no. No. Not going to happen. Their Scissor's not in their deck. Oh. That's good for us. That's really good for us. Okay, so let's play the energy now, because we're going to be shuffling our hand away. We might not have it. Let's Altaria and get that judge. We're going to Skwovet. A judge, it's just what I wanted. We're not going to evolve this yet. The ability to force something back might actually come in handy. Hey, another Swablu. Excellent. Okay, now this one already has 60 damage, so this is going to get one shot. And even if they try to not let it get one shot, like they try to retreat it or something, we can just get a boss's orders with Altaria. This is why they're losing. Goodra's terrifying. Altaria just gives us everything we need. Now, okay, again, they might be able to. Maybe you can get 4. They'll have 4, so possibly they could have 8. That would be crazy, and very unlucky if they did. But it would be their entire hand. I guess they also get to draw some cards, so getting more likely the more I talk. Maybe they don't. Everybody clench! No, it was exactly enough. Darn it. There's a good chance they also got their scissor doing that. That's brutal. Well, we're not going to do that now. They Swablu out. I think we're actually going to do this. Ours is prettier. Let's grab an Earthen Vessel here, and evolution to ditch the Earthen Vessel. We can't do it this turn. Like, we could, but we're not going to. We already played an energy this turn. Let's set up a boss's orders on top of the deck, just in case that comes up. But we're not going to ditch our hand to do it. Our saving grace right now, chat, is that this Golden Go only has 200 HP. As long as that stays the same, we're probably still ahead here. Also really hard to beat this little combo package here. Okay, this is fine. If they want to knock out our Manaphy, that's good for us. How many of their retrievals are they through? They're through one? Okay, that's a little unfortunate. Again, we can get the boss's orders pretty easily because of this combo. I mean, we also just draw it organically. Second Gimme Ghoul's scary. Okay, they're gonna switch. Because they weren't ready to knock us out here. Now, this is unfortunate. Because we needed to draw a switch there. So now what we're gonna do... Okay. Okay, so. Have a good one, Milky Way. Have a wonderful evening, my friend. I hope you sleep well, and we will see you in the future. Okay, so the reasoning behind this is that now if they don't Iono us again, we're set up to be able to retreat the Manaphy, use Goodra, boss's orders, everything we were talking about. Hopefully they don't have another Golden Go. Okay. Back on the back foot. Again, they're through most of their deck, and they have 9 energies in the bin. So... maybe they don't have all the energies they need? Maybe? Kind of what we're hoping for here. Boss's orders would suck. Boss's orders, I think, would be GG. I think that's GG. Maybe. They have to have one to put on here. Right? They would have to retreat it. Ugh, they have so much energy retrieval. This is why our version of this deck was bad, is because I didn't have all this energy retrieval in. I was trying to do Porygons instead, which... oh, alright. GG, opponent. No, it's the last game. We'll let it play out. Maybe they make a mistake. Unlikely, but possible. so much energy. Yikes. I mean, they might be out now, right? Maybe. We'll see. The problem is these Golden Goes draw so many cards. I mean, we kind of called this at the beginning, right? Golden Goes a really hard nut for us to crack just because they can do enough damage, right? They can do enough to knock Goodra out, so the healing aspect of Altaria and the defensive aspect of Goodra that, like, reduces every attack doesn't matter. Manaphy is a little risky to throw out there when they have a Greninja, but they're not playing water energies, so we're just not concerned. Probably more retrievals. Yep. So it's tough one, chat. It's tough one. God, they had both another regular and another superior. They just have everything they need. I mean, they're through their whole deck, right? If they don't have it by now, it's not in their deck. So, shouldn't judge them too harshly for that. It's not really luck if we didn't kill them fast enough. Which we tried. We got really, really, really close. I think the next build of this, what we're going to try to do... What's Golden Ghost supposed to be? Just a living piece of gold? Does it say anywhere on here? Check the other one. This one doesn't. I don't remember exactly. I know the impressive and the, like, haha reason for it is that Golden Go is number 1000. It's Pokemon number 1000, and to get it in-game, you have to collect 1,000 Gimmighoul coins. So... There's not even any more judges in my deck. Avery's better than nothing. Let's use Avery here. We're not gonna boss his orders, and we can do that next turn if we need to, so let's use Avery to make them discard a card, just to see what they pick. Taking actions, because we're not giving up yet. Okay. That's 4. It's 200. They probably have 2 more, I would assume. Oh, they don't even need it. Oh, the other boss's orders. Not the Skwovet! No, you monster. They're a monster. Nah, see, they didn't have enough. They only had the 4. We almost had them. But that was a good deck. Good game, opponent. Good game. All right. It's true. It's true. All right, let's do the wrap up and the giveaway. Last chance to enter the giveaway! Exclamation point ticket. We'll pull that after the wrap up here. All right, so this deck didn't really feel different from the last time we played it. This Altaria, it's fine. What it boils down to, right? Like, yes, this is better with like already playing in these colors. It's great to slot in, but in the grand scheme of things, 20 HP when you're already blocking, you know, 30 and 80 isn't that much. It feels kind of like we're hedging even further into this, like, kind of, haha, we are resilient, but most things just do big chunky damage now, so I don't think it's this Altaria in this deck. This deck is still great, but I don't think the Altaria really fits. I think it would probably just want its own kind of build-around deck or something like that. But, I mean, other than that, the deck was great. Again, next time we're going to take this Ryme out and put up another Judge. Evolution was meh. There was a few times, actually, where this attack doing 70 damage would have made a big difference. And even this doing 210, so we might put a Vitality Band back in here instead. Two evolutions, do evolution and vitality band. That'd probably be better. Another Pal Pad wouldn't go amiss too, although if we're making it to where there's not a bunch of one-ofs, that's not as necessary. But yeah, I mean, fun deck, right? Goodra's just a fun card.